Hello, this is Dragonette. I have an article that I want to read to you and a video that follows. Now, in 2020, I think, I found this article or the body camera footage of this 6-year-old's arrest, and I had it on my original channel. YouTube gave me a strike for it, and that channel was eventually taken down. If my channel is ever taken down, please look for me. It will be Dragonette's mother, Dragonette's son, something to do with Dragonette. But I will carry on. So we're going to talk about this article. Cops bound 6-year-old's wrist with zip ties as she begged not to be arrested, the lawsuit says. Okay, this lawsuit was actually filed in 2022. And it's just been amended in September, I think, the 18th of 2023. Okay, we'll try and get through this. Kaya Roll was 6 years old when police officers tightly bound her wrists with zip ties and perp walked her through the halls of her Florida school in front of teachers, parents, and other students, according to the family's lawsuit. Why were teachers and parents allowing this to happen to begin with? Which says she was arrested over having a tantrum. No, don't put handcuffs on, a tearful Kaya told officers as they placed zip ties around her wrists at Lucius and Emma Nixon Academy Charter School in Orlando, Florida on September 19th, 2019. Police body camera footage of her arrest was published by CBS. I actually have a different body-worn camera footage at the end of this for you to watch, and I hope that they don't give me a strike on this channel for it, but it's the only footage I could find that had not been redacted and removed and changed, so it's after this article. As one officer led her outside the school to a police car, Kaya is heard begging for a second chance and pleading not to be arrested, according to the footage. After she was detained, she was driven to a juvenile detention center where her mugshot was taken as she stood on a step stool because she wasn't tall enough, the amended complaint filed September the 18th says. Kaya's family is suing over her cruel, senseless, and terrorizing arrest, which they say was done to instill fear and humiliation in the child on several causes of action, including excessive force, false arrest, and malicious prosecution, according to the amended complaint. The family is seeking $50,000 in damages, and I think that's ridiculous. That is such a low figure for what they've done to this child. They should be suing for $50 million, in my opinion, but my opinion doesn't count. The family initially filed the lawsuit, which names the city of Orlando, the police officers involved in her arrest, and their supervisor as defendants in August 2022. It was horrific for us, Marilyn Kirkland Kaya's grandmother said at a September 18th news conference, which during the family announced it is proceeding with litigation against the city. The city declined a request for comment from McClatchy News on September 19th, as it doesn't comment on pending litigation. They never do comment on pending litigation. They very seldom comment, and when they do, it's not usually the truth. One of the police officers involved in arresting her, Dennis Turner, the charter school's former resource officer, was fired by the Orlando Police Department in September 2019. That's not true. This officer actually was able to retire with his pension. That's as far as I know. And I've read a lot on this case, and as far as I know, that officer was able to retire. Unless they can go back and backdate a termination, I believe he was able to retire. Okay, I've never seen a child with her hands bound at the age of 6 walked out by a man 3 times the size of her. Bobby Dacello, an attorney representing Kaya's family, said at the news conference. Now, Kaya's family is calling for changes to be made. What led to Kaya's arrest? Okay. Kaya entered first grade during the 2019-2020 school year with a medical condition, pediatric obstructive sleep apnea, that prevents her from sleeping through the night, causing irritability and strong temper tantrums, brought on by severe exhaustion, the amended complaint says. After the charter school recruited Kaya to enroll there for first grade, her grandmother informed administrators of Kaya's condition that would cause her to act out. The school agreed to support Kaya, so her family decided to send her to the charter school, the amended complaint says. The morning of September 19th, 2019, Kaya arrived at school wearing glasses and started to throw a tantrum when a teacher tried taking them from her. Now, these were just little sunglasses. The teacher was trying to take them from her. That is one of those situations where this teacher should have been picking her battles and had just allowed that. As a retired teacher, I would have, to just to let it go. Okay. The school resource officer threatens jail, the suit says. Okay. I don't believe, now this is my personal opinion, I don't believe there should be officers in schools especially the lower grades, because they're not there for anything. In my opinion, I'm not going to get into that. Okay, after school resource officer Turner was called, he warned Kaya that he'd take her to jail if she didn't stop misbehaving, the complaint says. Before taking Kaya into custody, Turner spoke with Kaya's grandmother, who pleaded him not to arrest Kaya and explained how pediatric sleep apnea can affect her behavior. Well, I have sleep apnea and I don't behave like that, Turner is accused of telling Kaya's grandmother. Turner is an adult and Kaya is 6 years old. Afterward, Turner contacts Officer Sergio Ramos, who brings zip ties because Kaya's wrists were too small for handcuffs. Then they took her into custody and ignored her protests. I want to stay in school. I just got here, Kaya begs the officers through tears. The body camera footage shows, and that will follow this article. She was charged with a misdemeanor battery. The prosecutors dismissed the charge the day after her arrest. The Orlando Sentinel reported. Well, Kaya is a fighter. Nearly 2 years after Kaya's arrest, Kaya Roll Act went into effect in Florida, prohibiting children under 7 from being arrested in that state. Okay, at the September 18th news conference, her grandmother said Kaya hopes to increase the minimum arrest age to 14 in Florida and the U.S., according to the Orlando Sentinel. I personally thought that anyone under 12 could not be arrested. They could be taken to like a juvenile hall type meeting spot for their parents to pick up and deal with. I had no idea that children actually could be arrested until I saw this article a couple of years ago. Okay, Kaya is no longer the Kaya that we knew, Kirkland said at the news conference. But Kaya is a fighter, so she continues to fight. She continues to tell us she wants her old life back. So they've traumatized this poor child, and already at the age of 6 has the mental state that police officers are bad and that they're going to get you. That's what we're teaching our children in school. That's a horrible lesson for them to learn, especially at this age. So this is Dragonette, and I want to thank you for watching this video. And please see the body cam afterward. And like I said, I do not know how long they will keep this footage up because of the first time I put it on my channel. So this is me. Have a great day. Goodbye.
With hurricanes,
Yeah.
the desert goes.
Okay, she's gonna have to come with us now.
Okay, Kai, you
Stand
gotta
up.
go with them, baby girl.
Stand up. Okay, come over here.
What are those for?
It's for
Keep
you.
your hands, okay? Come over here, honey. It's not gonna hurt.
No!
Okay,
No,
well,
I don't want handcuffs on! No! Don't put handcuffs on! Help me! Help me! Please! Help me!
Let's go.
your grandma's gonna come pick you up, okay?
Oh, I was in school. I just got you.
Hi.
Come on, let's go.
No, please let me go.
Okay, come on. You can tell me what happened in the car, okay?
I don't want to go to the police car.
You don't want to?
No, please.
You have to.
No, please. Give me a second chance.
You gotta go.
I don't want to use it. No. Please. 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 Please let me go. No. No, help me.
ticket.
Appreciate it.